For most women, difficulties in their relationship arise not at the stage of acquaintance, and the formation of mutual sympathy, but later. It is not easy to turn a short-term relationship into a serious one, and affection into true love. This video will give you some helpful advice. Before we begin, consider subscribing and hitting that like button. It's free for you, doesn't cost you anything, but it tremendously helps out our channel. You need to understand what circumstances make a man fall in love. Many women suffer from the fact that their relationship remains at the sex-only stage, and they do not understand what the matter is. The reason is not that men are afraid of responsibilities. The reason is just that these women fail to arouse affection in a partner on an emotional level. A purely physical attraction weakens over time. A deep emotional connection is more important for a future relationship, whether you have found your love on dating sites, or met someone offline. What is a short-term relationship? How do you end a short-term relationship? Here are 5 tips to help you fall in love with a man without resorting to unethical manipulation. 1. Search in the right places. Unfortunately, guys with serious intentions don't hang out at special parties. Although love can survive even a gloomy morning bus, you will get less disappointment if you adequately pick the search place. The idea of starting a profile on a dating site can seem absurd. This is not a place for a serious relationship. Probably he has problems with communication in real life, they are looking for one-night stand only. These stereotypes should be left behind long ago. Of course, the web is full of heartbreakers, but there are also normal guys who are looking for serious relationships. Ultimately, dating sites are just convenient. You can look for a partner at any time, and without being distracted from the important stuff, weeding out candidates by location, age, height, work, interests, and even diet. Find additional information about the resource where you plan to look for a potential partner. Of course, the site's good reputation is not a guarantee of reliable users either, but at least some kind of filter. You can search for men in your city, highlight your profile to attract attention, create favorites lists, give virtual gifts, and filter messages from users that do not match your criteria. As for offline locations, everything here is also unpredictable but not hopeless. Going to the club for a quick date night and short-term relationship is more effective than just going to the club to get drunk, and hope that by the words "let's have sex," the guy means we will discuss your priorities, expectations, and the future of our relationship. 2. Do not rush. If you use dating apps, take some time to sort and research the profiles of potential boyfriends. If one of them caught your attention, try to find out about him as much as possible. Accurately study his profile and social media, try to learn more about him by correspondence. Do not be afraid to seem strange, because all the information received will help you decide whether to date him or not. Although studying the information is very important, try not to delay the process. Psychologists believe that a guy you like is worth meeting in the first 2 weeks of communication. After all, it may turn out that the date will be disappointing, and then you will regret the time spent on long months of correspondence. As for the relationship that started not on a dating site, but in real life, the rules are the same. On first dates, try to find out as much information about your partner as possible, to understand whether you match each other. 3. Try to identify a heartbreaker immediately. There are people with different intentions. While some are looking for a serious relationship, others only want sex or even a short-term long-distance relationship. It's great if your partner immediately reveals his intentions to you, but more often, people simply hide the truth, making it easier for themselves. The guy can tell you that you are his only one, while he communicates with 5 other girls. Try to pay attention to his behavior. If he constantly looks at the phone during your dates, meets you rarely, and only when it is convenient for him, then it is worth considering. On the top right of your screen is a link to the video 14 Signs He is a Player Boyfriend. Do well to watch the video. 4. Learning each other's priorities. At the beginning of dating, we all fall in love with superficial qualities such as appearance, style, ease of communication, a pleasant sense of humor. But believe us, all this will not matter if, in the end, you do not coincide in global things and expectations from the relationship. You are much more likely to avoid disappointment if you realize that you have similar life goals. Try to find out his plans, priorities, goals, what frustrates, inspires, and motivates him. It does not mean that you need to bother the guy with philosophical questions from the first date. Although, any topic will be appropriate if you can present it correctly. 5. Be honest. If you want a serious relationship, then you should state it right away. If after your confession the guy disappears, then he is not your hero. Honesty allows you to know about it before you start to feel any emotions for him, and it also saves you from disappointment. On the other hand, if he is enthusiastic about your plans, it will immediately bring you closer, and add confidence for the future. It may take a lot of courage to make this statement, and you may find it too straightforward to start a relationship. However, you must admit that this is much easier than a painful short-term relationship breakup. These are the 5 tips that you can put into practice to avoid another short-term relationship. In summary, most women are interested in a serious relationship. And a short-term relationship seems like a waste of time to them. They dream of marriage much more often than men. But for a long time, they are in a relationship that does not satisfy them. Why does it happen? They often hope that the partner will mature into a serious relationship, and be interested in the dynamics himself. Remember, how long a short-term relationship is, depends only on you. We hope that this video will help you save yourself from disappointment. What is your short-term relationship meaning? What rules do you follow if you want a serious relationship? Please share your tips in the comments section below.